Good morning, YouTube land. Many of you have been checking in with me on what I've been doing over the last month. I am down here at RubyVista Casita in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And I wanted to do a little tour for you all because it's just such an enchanting place. To begin with, this is out in front. You've got your own private garage with your own washer dryer. Excuse me while I close that door. Yes, it's a electric garage door. So out here really quickly down that area, way back in there, is Las Cruces. So in the evening, you get the most amazing sunsets right out over here. And all the, lights off in the distance from Las Cruces. But you're up here nestled against the Organ Mountains where the sun rises over the mountains in the morning. This is your front entryway. And I will take you inside. So a little back history is my sister bought this place about 10 years ago. And this was an art studio. Beautiful artist lived here. But we transformed it, obviously, from an art studio into an Airbnb casita. Okay, so I'm going to try to remember everything I did 10 years ago and what I've done this time. This dresser was here, and it was in poor shape, but cleaned it all up, added the paint and hardware. It is now a beautiful entertainment storage system for the TV to stand on. And it is crowned with this beautiful piece of stained glass work. Love it, love it. This ladder was actually out in my sister's backyard. And I had to clean it all up, kind of sand it a little bit, but it has some really awesome detail to it. So I added just a little turquoise to it to help with the details. And we mounted it here, so now it's the stand for your lap blankets as needed. So I'm going to swing around this way, hope to not make you motion sickness, to stay in the living room. The coffee table, that was used as a plant stand. It had all these watermarks on it. It was a lot taller then, and it sat underneath the window in the other part of the room. They were going to throw it out. I salvaged it, sanded it all down, added some color, cut the legs off. Bam, we got a very usable, nice little coffee table. My sister had those bookcases from her previous house, and so they make a great divider between the living room and the sleeping quarters. What I did this time was I did change the color inside the skylights. There's 4 skylights, and I pulled the color from one of the walls I did last time and added it up here, cleans it all up, and gives that natural light just something to bounce off of. Okay, now if we go back around here, there are 7 of these windows. All have drop-down shades if you want to block out light or have a little privacy. But there's the 3 there. This unit is envisioned like a quarter of a pie shaped. You've got 2 straight flat walls, and then this kind of curves around in a quarter of a circle thing. Okay, and there's the other 4 lights there. This is a little dining table. Again, used furniture. She actually refinished the table. I did the chairs to add some color to them. And I had these pictures I bought from Native Tribe, I think about 30 years ago, so I donated them for this space. This shelving unit custom made whatever was here. And so it makes this great divider again and gives storage space for the kitchen. And we'll go on around to here. Now what I want you to envision is the kitchen counter right there was here. It was white, it was dingy, it was actually pretty disgusting. I thought it just had to come out. My sister really, really wanted to salvage it. So I worked my magic and transformed it. It did have the sink in it. This time I did repaint, cleaned up. It's pretty much the same colors, but I did clean up, so there's a little pop of color inside. The hardware I changed. So, 10 years down the road, I just cleaned it all up, did the touch-up paint to freshen that up. Now, originally, this stove, since the previous owner knew that they could get more bang for their buck on the market at offering this as living quarters apartment Casita unit, they went ahead and put in the cook stove and the refrigerator. But they had the cook stove sitting next to this cabinet, so it sat here where the dishwasher is, and the refrigerator sat here where the stove is. That was all there was in here for kitchen space. So I then finished up this tile work here. I started right here, and I built this cabinet here, painted it yellow for the dishwasher that my sister had wanted in here. I only had a straight cutter. I don't know really what they are for the tile. So I ended up just using some mosaic in areas to help blend things together. And you'll see it just ties it all together. So I did all the tile work from here down to the end of the wall. As I said, I built that cabinet, moved the stove over here. I got this cabinet there on the end at like a used place. It was like $18. It was really ugly, had a horrible top on it, but I just worked my magic. And actually we're redoing the inside here too. But again, I added just a little pop of color, different colors inside that. Okay, so now the other side of this cabinet shelving thing is amazing storage for the kitchen. So I've been here a month and using this almost for every meal, every snack, every cup of coffee, whatever. And it's very, very well stocked. I was not in need of anything. And very comfortable, flows really nice, easy to tidy up. The other thing I wanted to is these shelves here we picked up previously, and so we thought we wanted to replace them, but I actually just kind of cleaned them all up, reworked them a little bit, and they're back freshened up. Like this wall was actually a kind of a yucky, I don't know what color, brown or something, and so my sister chose this blue, and it is amazing. It just fits in here so well. I really like that choice of color. This table is from my previous trip. Again, another piece that she found used and not very good shape, but I had so much fun doing the stencil, adding up all this paint, all the different colors. Yeah, this was a real fun project. This is another one of those chairs I did. Now, the bedroom area. So did add burlap and a little pop of color there. She had this furniture. It was a very modern style. So took the hardware off, added different knobs to give that New Mexico pop. These were open spaces here. So we got this blanket and I upholstered some board, and then we attached them in to add color there. No, the bed is not made. The laundry's being done, and you'll have to excuse some of my luggage and stuff too. As I said, I'm headed out today. I just wanted to get this video taken for everyone who's been asking, and for anyone who'd love to visit Las Cruces and have a fun little experience in an Airbnb. This door, I just love this piece of glass. The window in it is stunning. But to block out light or privacy, whatever, and to dress it up a little bit, I made these curtains this time. And let's see, right here, I did crochet. I love crocheting, so I did add these little tiebacks crocheted. I did crochet the trim that I then sewed on the bottom. These here are just little magnets. So you can just pull back and do, drop them down to close them. But I am very pleased with that little project. Before, this wall was red, like a real deep red, and the yellow. We kept the yellow. That's original, but this wall had to go immediately, and so I pulled in this creamy color. And this area was very uninviting, unfinished. It felt like walking out into a, I don't know, utility room or something. So again, got rid of that dark color that was there. I did finish up some of the baseboard tile work around the bottom. It was unfinished down in there and around there. These doors were white. My sister hated the closet doors. Just added some color, added the color to the bathroom door, added the knotty pine trim. Yes, I did all that. And so created this dressing area here. So you have your clothes hanging up, you have the dresser here. Again, this is a piece that went with the original set that she had previously. Oh, come on, come into focus. But just changing off the hardware, adding a little color on top, and it fits right in. You have this beautiful view out into your own private courtyard. I'll take you out there in a minute. Let's see, we'll turn on a light in here. Into the bathroom. Again, the bathroom was really a dark color. It just had a really bad feeling to it. So I picked out, hi everybody. I picked out this buttery yellow color, and I did finish this door too, did this trim work around here. And let's see, what else? Oh, this time, she did have this cabinet, and I did add a little bit of pink to it previously, but I went ahead and gave it a little more pop this go round. Previously, I made a creamy color skirt to go around the sink to hide the plumbing under there. So I upgraded that to this pretty green fabric. The sink and the tile work was already originally here when she bought it, but back here on this mosaic part in here, that was brown floor tile, didn't fit in at all with this. So this time go around, I went ahead and did some of that mosaic like in the kitchen to help pull it together, and did add this little mirror here. So now the sink, you can brush your teeth, you can wash your face, you have a little mirror there. This bigger mirror here is great for doing makeup or, checking outfits, whatever. And then, of course, you've got your towel storage here. Now, I want to take you out into the courtyard. Oh, you do have right there AC and heat. Now, I do have stuff sitting out here still on the steps because, like I said, I'm moving out today. I haven't quite done it. I did paint the eaves. It was all peeling paint, so scrape that all down and repaint it. So I do still have the ladder out here for that. But this is the private courtyard area. So this is dog friendly. If you have a dog or two, whatever, and you do have this little outdoor space. So you have a safe private area where you can sit, you can lounge, you can lay out here and watch the sky at night, watch the sun come up. But yeah, it's great views, amazing, amazing desert views out here. And that over there is the main house. But you have this neutral ground between the two. So I'm going to show you, go through this gate. That gate down there is the owner's private courtyard area. So this space in here will actually take you to the main house through their garage that way. So this remains very neutral when guests are here, because they just have their own private space too. So this is the outdoor private area. So you've got it all here. And if you've got any questions, comments, I would love to hear it. I would really, really love to hear it. This is RubyVista Casita in Las Cruces, New Mexico. You can find it on Airbnb. And with that, everyone, have a great and wonderful day and be blessed.